Hey guys, and today I want to be talking to you about why it's beneficial to learn how to play an instrument. Well, something that you may not know is that studies have shown that playing a musical instrument is said to increase your short-term memory capacity by 5 to 10%, which is very significant in everyday life, in speeches, in communicating with bosses, and a whole bunch of things. Short-term memory is a really beneficial thing to increase and to nurture. And another thing is that anybody can play a musical instrument. It doesn't matter if you're young, if you're old, if you've played a musical instrument before, if you haven't, anyone can learn really. It doesn't really matter where you start, it just matters if you put some of the time in and whatnot, then you'll be able to play a musical instrument and to maybe even better your life. So the first thing that I want to bring up is how, like I said, playing music can increase your short-term memory capacity from 5 to 10%. And somehow how they did that was they had students have keyboard lessons before classes, and students who did not have keyboard lessons before classes compare their reading scores, their essay scores, and everything in between, and they found out that actually the students who had taken the keyboard lessons were more better off than the students who did not, which is very interesting. It shows that playing music is not only beneficial to yourself, but also to your well-being and to your well-being in your mind and everything. It said that if you're able to read musical pieces, that also your memory will be able to increase because you have to remember all the notes and all the time signatures for that specific piece. So being able to read and articulate those is very good for your memory and very beneficial to learn because you can utilize all that into everyday life really. Another good thing that I want to talk about with instrumentation and learning how to play an instrument is that when you do, you begin to develop a sense of discipline, and it also helps relieve stress. Now with the stress part, it's very easy to see that if you're even decent at playing your instrument and if you enjoy playing it, you just sit down for an hour or so and you just practice, and it's just you and the instrument, and it's just very blissful. It's very nice for you. You don't really have to put too much effort forward other than just focusing on what the instrument is and what you're doing with the instrument. So it's very nice to alleviate stress like that. And on the discipline point, when you start to learn an instrument, it does take a certain level of discipline in the beginning, but it's kind of sort of there. It's up to you if you want to progress it. And as you do progress through learning your instrument, the discipline in it increases because you have a more profound understanding of what you're doing and a more profound knowledge of what to do to better it. So that discipline carries in musical instrumentation and playing, and also in life itself, because once you're pretty disciplined in one thing, you can kind of carry that over to other aspects of life, such as school, work, starting businesses. I mean, the list can go on and on. Now, my last thing that I wanted to say is why I feel as though it's beneficial to learn how to play an instrument is that it's one of the best social tools to utilize, especially when you go off to college and whatnot. I mean, I can't tell you how many kids I've seen in the quads playing their acoustic guitars, or students helping out teachers with musical pieces on pianos and whatnot. It's a very great tool to utilize in social life, and it also allows you to explore different avenues, such as if you and a few friends start learning instruments, you can start a band and really see where that goes. I mean, you might not be the next Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd, but you can have fun with it. And all those other things I said, the short-term memory, the discipline, and the relieving of stress, they can all come with it too. And now you're just enjoying it with a group of people, which is always really good. You're able to show off your skills in public, which is also a good thing, because if you're able to do that, you're starting to overcome some stage fright that you might have. That instead, if you're able to just play the piano live and you're not really able to speak too much live, if you're able to play live, you should be able to start to use that with speaking live and everything. And a lot of people do see that and do use these tools to help them become better public speakers or better presenters or anything really, and they can all carry over to being a better live musician with all that stuff as well. And like I said, while you might not be the biggest band ever, if you start up with a group of friends, you could start to make some money in it too by playing local gigs for your school or helping out teachers, like I said earlier, with certain musical numbers. Maybe they'll be able to give you some extra credit or something. How I'd like to wrap this whole presentation up is really just the fact that anybody can play a musical instrument, no matter what, no matter where you come from. Anyone can pick up a guitar or a piano or drum set, and they can start to progress their skills. And it's very beneficial to do this because, like I said, it does the following things. It, once again, increases your short-term memory. It helps you socially, it relieves stress, and it also builds a level of discipline. Now, something that I want to ask the audience is that I want to know, if you were to play a musical instrument, what would it be and why would you want to play that instrument? And something just to kind of take away from this, a big old thing is, did you know that if you played at least an hour piano every night, it's said that you will be able to read musical pieces and play musical numbers within about a month or so? It's very interesting to see that just that little bit of time can really put you in a different place with playing a musical instrument. Anyway, that's my presentation on why I think you should learn how to play a musical instrument. I'm Frank Friend, and I'll see you later.